I threw out my knife collection, hallowed as it was. I cut out the whole midsection. Now I'm in the running for a lack thereof. Part-time angel, full-time thief. Never use this list of words, they make you sound weak. There's a hole in your heart, but it still tries to beat. I made out my will in jest and left me on my bed. All the ones I ever slept in, unmade, untouched, and just like when I left unwed. Frisbee behind, save the yes, as yet undiscovered bottleneck. Nice local girls, and well, you know the rest. What a waste of a day to carry on this way. It's so feminine and strange. Then again, no danger of surrender. If you're dead, Ursula said, the center is joy, not happiness. I don't know what she meant. Part-time angel, full-time thief. Never use this list of words if you ever want to eat. There's a hole in your heart where the ends didn't meet. And we teased you then, didn't we? Greasy over easy. Something's on your mind. Wheezy, people pleasy, counting all your dimes. Racer back girl with portrait eyes. Never use this list of words if you want to be my bride. There's a hole in your heart where the blood won't decide. Oh, something that I found, the body sticks around, unsupervised, unsound. Everyone's recovering from Babel. In the end, oh, when you said that life was a chore, and you lay back down, what was it you meant? Answer to the name of nothing. Listen at the door. Sit here with your ankles touching until somebody asks you what you're waiting for. Part-time angel, full-time thief. Never use this list of words, they make you sound weak. There's a hole in your heart where the song won't repeat. Hey. My name is Zangari. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Excited to be here in Providence, just a little hop, skip, and a jump away. That was a song called Part-Time Angel, and this one's called Dreaming Boys. I gave it the old college try. Read the book late into the night. American diseases and their right to be on I-93, passing on the right. A pair of dreams Julie's not a doctor yet, and Anna's not a doctor yet, but the bird flies home and I'm alone in a blank white space of no one's making but mine. Together we keep the trail clean, keep it bright, perfect and mean. I say to the great silence that I need a reason for you to be a thing that I can like. Julie's not a doctor yet, and Anna's not a doctor yet, but the light is red and I'm in bed, and the burning bush is somewhere deep in my head. Show me all the creatures and their molecules of might. I'll decide what each is, which is nothing much inside. Alright, no wise man, no bride, no headlight. No wise man, no bride, no headlight. A pair of dreaming boys with no discernible joysticks present to the committee for their right to be on I-93, standing in the light. The bird flies home and I'm alone in a blank white space of no one's making but mine. Alright, no wise man, no bride, no headlight. No wise man, no bride, no headlight. Thanks. We're gonna do a switcheroo. This is it's a dulcimer. It's a mountain dulcimer or an Appalachian dulcimer. It's a really fun little instrument. It's very portable, which is great on the train. This is a song called A Man is a Man is a Man. And it's going to be my NPR Tiny Desk contest submission this year. So that video is going to go up tomorrow, I think. Thanks. This one's called The Weatherman. My job is I'm the weatherman for Channel 62. And I wanna get together, man, but it's really up to you. We'll try for Tuesday night before the waning of the light, before the storm comes in and buries us in white. I read the news, it said rain's due in your head. The clouds around your eyes mean I might never see your face again. The news, it changes every day. The anchor's name is Patience, and she never liked me anyway, my love. Keep me posted. I wake up in the morning and I tie my favorite tie, and I issue out a warning for the snow that's 6 feet high. Afraid I'm booked this week unless you find time to meet between the hailstorm and the flooding in the street. I read the news, it said rain's due in my heart. The clouds around your eyes mean I might never find a place to start. The news, it changes every day. The anchor's name is Richard, and he never liked me anyway, my love. Keep me posted. The seasons change, and I can't see the green screen, but I know it's bound to rearrange, my love. Keep me posted. I read the news, it said rain's due in my heart. The clouds around your eyes mean I might never find a place to start. The news, it changes every day. The anchor's name is Jordan, and they never liked me anyway, my love. Keep me posted. Keep me posted. Keep me posted. Thank you. All right, I've got, how am I doing on time? All right, I got a couple more for you. This one's called The Pan American Market. At the Pan American Market, a pamphleteer samples a crumble with paper in her ears. What now, I say to you as we walk into the room. Turns out it's nothing new to prophesy the doom of the woman who knew you best. Walking through the stalls, I see you and double take, smiling with your face half covered in apple cake. What now, I say to you as we walk into the it's fine to do to cauterize the wound of a woman who's truly rested, and I palpitate with life aggregated. I try to take what I need and I want, and it's right. At the Pan American market, a manager chases a bird out with a broomstick that isn't hers. What now, I say to you as we walk into the room. Turns out it's nothing new to navigate by fumes from a woman who's losing something, and my body weight is higher than stated. I've been putting things in my pockets all night. What now, I say to you as we walk into the room. Turns out it's nothing new to prophesy the doom of a woman who's uncontested. All right, I got one more for you. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm excited to chat a bit. This is called Young Mouth, Young Hound. Kid from California, all elbows and knees, skinny as the skeleton that hung in Science B, the model for what every man is made of underneath. The day that they were born, there were plants that also grew. The name your mother gave you is a different thing than you. Are you the only one who sees this brighter shade of blue? Young mouth, what do you say? Young eyes, what do you see? Young lungs, how do you breathe? Young hound, what do you eat? From California has freckles and scars. They have a driver's license, but they can't afford a car. This room is full of letters that remind you who you are. Nobody should tell you that you have to change the world. Surely there is someone who would make a better girl. Worry, summer's coming and your hair will start to curl. Young mouth, what do you say? Young eyes, what do you see? Young lungs, you breathe? Young hound, what do you eat? Who's your favorite X-Men? I like the one who flies. Time goes by. Your restless eye closed to keep your power safe inside. Young mouth, what do you say? Young eyes, what do you see? Young lungs, how do you breathe? Young hound, what do you eat? Us and California are together in this house. Everybody's frightened by the way the light went out. Tomorrow we are packing up our things and heading south. What do you say? Young eyes, what do you see? Young lungs, how do you breathe? Young hound, what do you eat? What do you eat?
Hello and welcome back to Between the Notes, sponsored by 123 Testing, Trinity Beer Garden, and R1 Indoor Karting. I am here with Lee Zangari. How are you doing today?
Hi, great.
You just put on such an amazing performance. Just another clap for you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it. Let's start with your story. Your story. Tell me about your musical journey and how you came about as a performer.
I had a late start because I didn't play an instrument until I got to college.
Gotcha.
I grew up in a house with a lot of music. My dad is a musician and he teaches piano lessons, but I never learned to play the piano. And I thought that I couldn't learn to play the guitar because my hands were too small. and then one day I ended up with a dulcimer because they are supposedly really easy to learn because the frets are diatonic, so it's just a scale. And so I started playing the dulcimer, and then that gave me the confidence to try the guitar.
So it was like the first step to playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just started making stuff up. I jumped right to songwriting.
Gotcha. And how long ago was that?
That was like getting to be a decade.
Wow. Doing pretty good for that amount of time. I know you're based out in Boston, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think the music scene is like in Boston? Do you enjoy it?
There's a great folk scene in Boston.
Folk in particular?
Yeah. And there's a great little community. There's a lot of songwriter nights, a lot of songwriter rounds, mm-hmm. where it's a show, but it's also a community thing, and everybody can kind of meet and you trade
it's like
songs
a mingling
back and
situation.
Forth. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So Boston, you enjoy it being your home base for right now? Nice. What's your songwriting process like? Is it lyrics first and then music, or music first?
It's music forward. If you write lyrics without writing a song, basically if you write a poem and then you try to turn it into a song, that's a whole effort in itself.
Yeah.
It's a whole other kind of object.
Yeah.
So it's better to be, I think, sitting with the instrument.
Get the bones down first.
The bones.
Nice. Yeah. Right. Nice. So tell me about the instruments that you play, because I didn't even know this instrument existed, and I had no idea what it was going to sound like, but it's a beautiful instrument. I mean, wow. So that's what you learned on.
Yeah.
And what was it called again?
It's a dulcimer, not to be confused with a hammered dulcimer, which is a different thing.
Completely different.
Totally, just to confuse you.
Yeah.
It's a mountain dulcimer or an Appalachian dulcimer, and they're not super common around here. I really like to pull it out on an open mic, and people immediately look at it and go, "What's that?" And then that's always fun.
It's a good icebreaker to be like, look, my instrument.
And I don't really play it in like a traditional way. Mm-hmm. I really recommend looking up more like traditional folk music on the dulcimer because it's beautiful. It's also an instrument that Joni Mitchell played. That's probably the most famous person who's played the mountain dulcimer.
Is that what inspired you to pick it up, or had you just already known about it?
It was just handed to me, and I had no idea how it was supposed to sound or what it even... I didn't even know how to hold it. I thought maybe you held it upright when I first got it. And then
it has that kind of like cello-y look to it, so I can see that.
There's actually a modified version that you can hold upright and play with a bow.
Oh, interesting.
And I do have one.
Do you play it? Nice.
Not for people yet.
Yet is the key word there, folks. Yet. So you mentioned Joni Mitchell. What musicians do you look up to? I mean, folk-wise or in a different genre. What do you think? Who do you think inspires your sound?
I do love Joni Mitchell, and all the great songwriters, Leonard Cohen, Paul Simon, and
somebody on the live said that you reminded them of them.
Yes. That's what you want.
So you can pat yourself on the back.
And right now I'm listening to a lot of Aldous Harding.
Nice.
I think that she is awesome, and that every new thing that she does is amazing.
She's from New Zealand, right?
Yes.
I know. Nice. So you, Simon and Garfunkel, nice. So you have a broad, kind of all different eras of music. Like, nice. Where do you see your performance style going, or where do you see your music going? Hopefully.
I really would love to be performing with other people more, which is something that I haven't really done. Like I'll have people come and play on recordings. I'm recording an album right now, and a bunch of my friends are playing on it, but I haven't got those people together.
Are you saying more in like a band setting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is it's a particular style to always be yourself. It's very spare, which is really it does like I do a lot of, or did before the pandemic, a lot of house shows in these really, really, really small settings.
They're more intimate that way.
And that's great when you just have the guitar or the dulcimer and everybody is kind of like...
You're like your own little band, though. I mean, once you get the bow part of it, you can just kind of take over anything that you want to do.
Get a loop pedal.
Yeah, exactly. So you mentioned COVID. How much has COVID impacted your musical journey and what you kind of wanted to do with your music?
Well, it's really hit everybody very hard.
Yeah.
I think there was no escaping it.
Yeah.
And it definitely, I think, for a lot of people, it feels like it delayed stuff. You know, it kind of put you on pause.
It stunted you
for a while. Yeah. And like I kept writing, and I've got a lot of material.
A lot of sadness going on. You're like,
A lot of...
This content is great.
Just like I produced a lot of work during that time, which is great, and I was like lucky to be able to do that. And I would love if we could get back to playing.
Yeah. So just more performances you'd like to do, just because, I mean, even now it's tough performing live music wise. So
yeah, I've had a lot of things get canceled again recently.
So what was your solace during COVID? How did you get your music out there?
I did live streams on my Facebook page, which was something that a lot of people were doing and are still doing, which is a great thing to be able to do. It's cool that we have the technology to do that. And I really did not like it at first. It's weird. You're
It's
there by
awkward.
yourself.
You're talking to a screen.
Yeah. But then you kind of get in the swing of it, and it's not the same, but it lets you kind of keep at the very least keep yourself in practice.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So you remember what it's like to have an audience?
Yeah, it's a good outlet. Like, you didn't have to, it's the next best thing to performing. So that's good that you turned to that. Moving forward with hopefully more and more live shows, what do you want your audience to experience when they're at one of your shows? What do you want the vibe to be? Or just like, what do you want people to feel when they're at your performances?
I really like when people feel like they're being brought into a world and told a story, and that their imagination is piqued. And I read a lot of songs that are from the point of view of imagined characters and are a little bit fantastical sometimes, and to kind of have that like we've kind of moved into a heightened reality.
Yeah. So you enjoy telling stories with your music. You like to create these fantasy worlds. I mean, in listening to music, I know that we already talked about inspirations, but you have a very delicate sound to you. I mean, where did that come from?
I think it comes from the dulcimer. It's
But even your voice is so sweet and delicate.
yeah, that's I don't think that I always sang that way. I do think that I was working with this instrument, which is so delicate, and it's so, I mean, when it's not amplified, it's so quiet.
Yeah.
And you have to sing with it. And so the type of sound that you're making kind of becomes like it. It's you start to sound like the dulcimer, like a dog looking like its owner.
I love that analogy. You kind of mold into it.
Yeah.
You fit yourself to it. That's so cute. So If you ever were to have a music video, what do you imagine your music video being? Just kind of, if you could picture it, would it be, I don't think that it would be like a Kesha music video, but who do you think, or what do you think?
No,
it would be
yeah. A
like?
million dancers.
Yeah.
Cast of thousands.
Alcohol everywhere, just people having fun.
And I would love to have a music video that tells a story, and that gives me an opportunity to wear something fun.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, get all dressed up. What has been your most favorite experience on this musical journey, performance-wise or just creating music-wise? What moment stands out to you?
My favorite experience has been really the house shows that I've played, where you're welcomed into somebody's home, and they are usually also a musician, and there are people there who have come out really, really to listen, and because I'm playing the kind of music that if I'm in a bar where people came to drink, I'm gonna
drown you out.
Kind of drowned out, and that's I get it. Dude, you didn't say like, let's go see some gentle folk music tonight. People want to talk to their friends, but it's beautiful to have that opportunity to be listened to and then to listen when you're on like a really great bill with great local people who you then form connections with. I mean, that's the best part of these kind of do-it-yourself local scenes, is it's a community and you meet so many people. And that's been like a lot of people, they struggle to make friends as adults because you're not in those sorts of your environments anymore where you're, and when you're doing music and you're involved in something like that, it's so easy to meet people who care about each other and are interested in each other. And that's been incredibly valuable.
It's a great meet and greet opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my Instagram, like give me yours. Yeah. And there are so many, I mean, you have to go into that setting knowing what to expect, so there are a lot of like-minded people around, and so it's a great just opportunity that way as well. Anything, so you mentioned the NPR Tiny Desk that you're going to send in. Tell me more about that, because I love Tiny Desk, so I'm
Well,
curious.
they have the contest every year where you could send in a video at your own desk of any kind. And my video was shot by this studio, Reel 58 in Weymouth.
Shout out to them.
They're awesome. And I'm really excited about it.
Nice. When do you hear back about it?
The deadline is March 14th. That's when all the videos have to be in by.
Okay. So it's a waiting game for right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Where are your aspirations as far as performing wise? Like Madison Square Garden, like Lupo's, what is your dream performance stage? Other than the Parlour, of course.
Yeah, of course. This is the dream.
Yeah, I've already did it.
Well, everybody who gets up on stage is doing it because they would like people to listen to what they're doing.
We want to be heard.
Yeah. And so when I imagine my career peak moment, it's less in a particular place and more that there is an audience.
A particular audience. Yeah.
Very, that it reaches the people that it needs to reach.
Yeah. So that's your goal, is just to get the right people to listen to your music. The right ears. Taking it in. Yeah, nice.
Because not everybody's going to like it, but somewhere out there, somebody's going to love it.
Yep. It's very true. It's very true. Not everybody loves Aerosmith, but there are some diehards out there. Where can we find more of your music? Where are you on Spotify? Where can we Where can we find you? Because a lot of people on the live wanted to look you up.
I have a Bandcamp, Lee Zangari at .bandcamp.com. And I've recently put out some new stuff on there. Like during deep COVID, I did some like found sound layering stuff just for fun, and that's on there if you want to check that out. And also I've got a little EP on there that I did just at home, and then that is where my studio album that is in process and is hopefully coming soon. I can't give you a hard date yet, but that's where that's going to be. And I mean, Bandcamp is really the best place. Like, I am on Spotify, but it's the best place to support musicians. And they have the Bandcamp Friday thing where they waive their fee, which is great. So if like you're wanting to support like any local people, Bandcamp is what I would hope you would go to.
Musician friendly
Sure.
platform. Nice. Awesome. So this album, that's exciting. So it's in the works. How long have you been working on that?
I've been working on it, been recording it for a couple of months, and it's material from many years, because I'd ended up with
It's like compiling
50 songs that I hadn't recorded, and so this is 10 of them.
How are you narrowing those down? It's like picking a favorite child.
At the end of the day, you just have to kind of close your eyes and run. Like you have to like
that one.
just pick it, because you're whatever order you put them in and however you combine them, you're gonna worry that it's not the right way.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's better to record them and not end up with 50 songs you haven't recorded.
It'd be a long album. Not that we wouldn't love to listen to it. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
you.
Did such an amazing performance. Do you want to shout out Bandcamp or what your platforms one more time?
I'm at leezangari.bandcamp.com and Instagram at leezangari.
Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you again to our sponsors: 123 Testing, R1 Indoor Karting, and Trinity Beer Garden. Thank you always to the Parlour for letting us be here, this amazing venue. I'm Tess Lyons with Motif Magazine, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.